Hello and welcome to again another amazing Google Merchant Center misrepresentation next Google Merchant Center next misrepresentation case study. And for those who don't know, we have been working as one of the pioneer company for Google Merchant Center and Google Ads management. We are also Google partners and helping clients with managing their Google Merchant Center, Google shopping campaigns. Primarily, we are a Google Ads partner company. So let's get started with this amazing case study where the client was stuck with misrepresentation. Now, this is not the first time. The client had an issue last year as well with misrepresentation, and we got them approved, and it was running fine. But eventually, with Google becoming strict every other day, the same thing happened, and the account went into suspension again. So they did an order again for our services. So we were glad that we were able to help them. Let me share with you some of the things. Now this is an approved and optimized site, and I'm going to share the main points only to make it short and make it convenient. But in theory or in practical, there is a lot of difference, and it takes a lot of time in practical work. We had to do a lot of changes. Our first review request was denied as well. Multiple wider teams had a disapproval as well, and we were struggling to get the merchant center approved, and then eventually we got it approved. There are various factors now. Google has started looking around, including your trust sector of the website, trust authority of your website, perception regarding people about your website compliance issues, and the compliance issues on the Google Merchant Center, and the credibility of your website, and so many things to look around. So let's get started on this amazing case study. So I'm going to show you the suspension first. Okay. So this is another suspension, and you may see around the clicks trend, which can easily tell you that they were running and they got it suspended. I'm going to show you another, and you may see around over here. This is around over here, and this is the time they got it approved. Okay, and you may be surprised or now that I told you, but they actually changed the GMC, which is another thing. With this new GMC, when we started around, and then we got this misrepresentation error. So once we started working on this, I'm going to show you even our WhatsApp communication, so you guys have an idea on how much we took around. You may see around, we started around, on this is an October thing, and right now it's February because the project was eventually completed in January. So you may see there is so much work done with the team, who made it hard to, who worked hard, not made it hard, but worked hard to, to make it approved. So many things to do over here. So I'm going to show you now the things which we did. So I'm going to show you over here. So you can see around. I'm going to show you the major things over here. You guys have a clear idea. These we suggested adding email, phone, both clickable, and announcement bar as well. Make current announcement bar clickable. So you see around over here. Also suggesting some footer changes. With footers, we suggested adding website name, company registration number, phone, clickable, email address, support timing. So you may see around over here that this is all being shown over here. Now this is an ideal format which we have same things for the about us, contact us page. We also worked on the track your order page. Everything was being worked for the approval. You may see around over here. Shipping policy page, and then the website had some suspicious error. One of the track records suggested for which we had to work on the compliance issues, plus the website speed was worst. You may see around over here. You may see around over this. A lot of placeholder was also being found. Now placeholder, I have been speaking around in various videos. Now Google do not allow placeholders. Don't know why, but they do not allow placeholders. We have to remove it. Robots.txt file optimization was also being in the process. Website malware scanner suspicious was done for the website issues to be sorted. There were some plugins which were causing the issue. The shipping policy page need an update, and then it need to be clickable and cross-linked with every page. And you may see around the payment policy page had different payment method mentioned, while your checkout or on the footer the payment methods were different. So you can see the small error can cause an issue. Sometimes your social media errors can cause an issue. Removing one of them suggested. You may see around over here the affiliate terms were also being suggested for those who want to work as an affiliate. The product related issues were also being discussed. These products had some issues, and we also worked on the descriptions of the products for the compliance. You may see around over here the products description was recreated as per the Google standards, and through which we can get it approved. Apart from this, some other small errors, product to product descriptions, and then the compliance audit report, quick diagnosis. You see around over here, smaller. Every other day we were doing an error, certainly finding new things over here. Some claims were over there which was causing issues. You may see around over here. Now I'm just summarizing you the how much work the team has done on the technical side, policy, trust, refund policy pages, issues, immediate actions were being suggested, cross checkings were multiple times done, a lot of issues were being sorted, and after this you have to get it approved from the Google Search Console for all of the errors. And previously in the last months the Search Console was very slow. There was an update going on which kept many of the projects being stuck, and many of the clients had to seek the delay for this. So it's not all in our hands. We try our best, but we have to look for Google as well. And there are various factors I have told you. Right now we have so far discovered 160 plus checklist points which we use for the compliance, for the approval through the Google. Another over here this was an ID error over here. And you may see around over here, if you look around, they ask for the misrepresentation, and for to get it sorted you have to issue the government issued ID. Another wider team support over here, where this was an account and said that the case offline, wider team will tell you. And another one of the team members got this, that in the wider team they said that this is a follow-up to the chat conversation we had where you provided regarding the account suspension. I have consulted this with the wider team, and as per test checks, the account is still not in compliance with the policies, and below are the observations. We at Google, we strive to ensure a safe and trustworthy platform for users. Our automated and manual system flag your account for potential policy violations resulting in your account suspension. You can see around here, they say that while we can't share additional details for security reasons, we encourage you to review your website in Google Merchant Center. Focus on areas that are confusing, that might cause confusion or dissatisfaction. The Merchant Center help page on improve your website provides valuable tips in enhancing your store website. This ensures accurate product details and business information, disclosing fees and promoting active deals only. For the merchant centers, please advise the merchant to check our building trust section in the external help center while advising that the typical merchants have problem with one or more of the following. Merchant tries to mimic renowned brands or merchants. Business information on website, social media does not align with the business information Google Merchant Center. So you can see we have to look on the three sectors over here. The same business information on the website, social media, Google Merchant Center. Another case story I have also told before as well. What one of client was doing is the client put a general Gmail ID on the social media page, and also everything was fine, but the account remains suspended due to this. So what they had to do, they had to change the email to the company provided email from the company domain. So you can see how much synchronization is important between your channels, and this small mistake costed a lot of time for the client, customers, and for us as well. So merchant has suspicious third-party reviews. Merchant is promoting highly discounted products. URL does not work on redirects or to other websites. For an account review, once you have made all of the required actions, please file an official evaluation request via Merchant Center. This isn't the correct path for having the account reviewed for reactivation. Please do note that review request may take 7 days to finish, and you receive an email. So you can see around how much complicated the Google has become. And multiple times this was done, and then suddenly we got this an email over here. Once they said that the review of misrepresentation is completed, and you may see the request of review of misrepresentation has been completed, and the issue no longer appears in the Merchant Center account. So you can see how much time it took us, around 3 to 4 months to get it approved. This is another successful case study for Google Merchant Center misrepresentation. And for those who don't know, the compliance is very necessary, and most of the time people are thinking that their website is compliant, but the website is missing something, which is why the suspension or misrepresentation is triggering on the Google Merchant Center side. So for that you have to do multiple audits, look around for small to small details, errors, sometimes the claim word or misclaims word, as I have told before while I was reading the audits file. I told you regarding we had to change the product description, because even that word can cause a suspension. Broken link can cause a suspension. Errors in your search console can cause a suspension. Different details on website or Google Merchant Center can cause a suspension. So there can be so many reasons why your Merchant Center is suspended. So far we have discovered 160 point checklist, but sometimes discussing with support we get a new tip, and that can be reason. Sometimes your cache is not updated. The cache updates can be a problem. the placeholder can be a problem, outdated plugins can be a problem. So Google is so big in these issues, so which is why it takes time and patience. You have to be supportive and you have to give time to make it win. So yeah, I'm very thankful to the client who supported and worked with us. He's an old client and I'm very thankful to him. So for anyone who wants to get the Google Merchant Center restored, or actually get our Google Merchant Center and Google Ads Management, which is our prime thing, we help clients with Google Ads Management, Google Shopping Ads Management. So if you want that, you are more than welcome to hire me and my team through the link in the description. We are an official Google partner company and we would love to help you. I hope you like this case study. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye bye.